And welcome back to another Saga. Greta Thunberg's love boat saga is becoming more of an international intrigue of espionage, a bit like a James Bond film now. Also, the various accuses of the Italian government not defending these bunch of irresponsible people, because let's face it, their sea vessels are not adapted to carry cargo and a type of humanitarian aid which is required, which could be delivered in 2 lorries, not in a fleet of sailboats which practically below deck the space is hardly nothing for 2 cans of tuna fish. Well, the Israelis are probably waiting for them, that's for sure, because probably those drones which they say the flotilla said they were attacked, they're probably Israeli. And what comes out now is a dossier from the Israelis and military intelligence. Looks like this flotilla's got some connections with Hamas. Mind you, Greta Thunberg has a certain sympathy for these Hamas terrorists. But it's, camouflaged with the Palestinian cause, basically. And, whoever supports so-called terrorists, they're complicit themselves. Well, ever since the flotilla, bunch of lefties and dodos haven't got the foggiest idea how the real world is. Said it's all propaganda. Probably yes. But a bunch of love boat liberal lefties socialists silly champagne says, how dare you? Greta Thunberg, I think she's no more of the so-called leader of the fleet for some reason. But mind you, I think the Israelis are ready for a nice welcome coming as soon as they violate their territorial waters. There's even the use of submarine drones. How are you gonna with a bunch of yachts, face of sea drones, unbelievable. It's just absolutely bullshit crazy. Every time you hear the next episode, you just laugh your socks off, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Because the fact is, a group of sailboats against probably Mossad and the Israeli forces, there is no match against them. You think you're going to force naval blockade, which, let's say, it's Israeli territory, it's territorial waters. Palestine as a state does not exist, only exists on paper, but physically no. Israeli territory. You violate it, they come down you like a ton of bricks. And obviously they're very suspicious with these type of lefties which have sympathy, the so-called Palestinian cause, and all up with Hamas. But mind you, word is out. Israelis have been sponsored them for years. Hamas, it's all crazy shit going around. The only thing is, for Greta's flotilla, like the Titanic, they'll be sunk. and that's for sure. And so-called warships, those 2 Italian advanced ones and that Spanish one, into international waters. They can defend this float, or fleet, I should say. But when they're entering these Israeli waters, you think the Italian government's going to create an international incident with Tel Aviv? No. They will say, from this point on, you're on your own, boys and girls.